So my name is Kelly Estes. I'm the CEO of BTI Buckland Tractor and Implement Company. I've been the CEO for 31 years.
I'm Frederick, been harvesting since 1983, so 35 years.
Drew Frederick, been part of Frederick Harvesting since 1985 and partnered with my brother.
Well, graduated in 1983 from college and worked on farms all my life and gone harvesting a little bit with just off of a farmer machine and liked it, and so didn't have anything else to do, so I told Dad I was going to buy a combine and start harvesting. So I kind of started there, bought a 7720 John Deere, and then the next year we bought our first combine from BTI, an 8820, and been dealing with them ever since.
Well, I got started with Lance in harvesting. I started in 1985, still in college, but went a year when I was in college and started full-time after that 1985. And so again, we bought our first combine. The first combine I bought from Kelly would have been in 1986. 1998 we got our first start on much of a scale. We were farming a few pieces of ground, but in 1998 we had an opportunity to farm about 1,500 acres, and that's kind of where it started.
And I met him in 1984 at Wendell's shed. They had an office in there before they had the building across the street, and sure didn't have anything like this in those days, did it?
No.
And BTI didn't look anything like it does now either. But by growing together, when these guys started out of college, they did this on their own, and they did it by relationships and by being very intelligent and working very hard to get what they had. It wasn't like they had anything there when they started. They built their business from the ground up. So it's exciting for me to be a part of that, and I've been growing my company the same way right alongside them, and that's part of that partnership that we talk about.
When I started the first time, it was really tough to get going. We did trade with a different dealership or bought the first one, but obviously when we went back the second time, that wasn't what we were looking for. We were looking for somebody that was going to have that integrity and be honest, and we didn't feel like we got that the first shot. But Frederick Harvesting and F&M Farms both has been looking to do business as always with a partner. And the partnership to have with you guys has been, it has to be a little bit of everything. Anybody can sell you something. Competitive pricing is one thing, but the rest of it anymore is more important to us than just the cheapest thing you can buy. So if we have troubles on harvest and we're in Texas and we need something and we need it bad, or we need a technician, we need somebody to come help us, they're a phone call away. They will come and help us. Now I try not to do that, but when we have problems, that's the kind of operation that we're working with.
I will say that, in May 4th, 2007, when that tornado hit, on May 5th, the day after, we had 113 people show up in our store, and Frederick Harvesting and Lance and Drew and their whole families, Zane, Zach, the whole cruise came down, and they paid their people to stay there the entire really week, 2 weeks, trying to help us dig out, clean up, and get back on the map. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. There isn't a day that doesn't go by that I don't appreciate or remember it. It was that special. With the kids coming into the business is a big thing, because I didn't force my son to be in it, and I know you guys didn't force your kids to be in it, but they grew with you and they like the business and they want to be in it. And I remember my wife pushing Zane and Zach in a carry or a stroller. That's how long ago we're talking about, generations here.
Well, we've been talking about generational transitions and everything, and as Frederick Harvesting and F&F Farms has grown, our kids have started to be involved with that. Zach and Zane are my sons that Connie and I have, and they've started into the business with us. And Zane typically goes harvesting with his uncle, and Zach is typically on the farm with his dad in a day-to-day operation, and it's a great relief and a privilege that they work for us. We're honored to have them with us, carry on the tradition of working hard and integrity of what they're doing, and I think they do a great job of it.